Hey there, gentlemen. Let's talk relationships and the fascinating world of honesty, or lack thereof, within them. We all know that in the grand scheme of things, everyone, men and women alike, can sprinkle a bit of fibbery, lies, into their romantic escapades. But hey, here's an interesting tidbit. Certain types of untruths tend to be linked more with the ladies. Yes, you heard me right. We're delving into those curious little falsehoods that often get associated with women in the realm of love. Why does this happen? What are these lies? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel the 5 mysteries, and a bonus point I'm sure you would find extremely interesting, behind these common tales and why they sometimes sneak into the narrative of relationships. Let's dive in and explore together. Please, gentlemen, I implore you to watch till the end to understand the subject matter better. Number 1. I have never done this before. The classic "I've never done this before" line. It's a fascinating little lie that often pops up when a woman wants to appear innocent or inexperienced in a specific scenario. But why is she using this tactic, you may ask? Well, there are a couple of intriguing reasons behind it. First off, let's talk about the allure of appearing more desirable. By claiming unfamiliarity with something, she can create an air of innocence that can be pretty appealing. It's like playing the role of the curious novice, which can spark interest and even admiration from men. On the flip side, there's also the desire to avoid judgment. Sometimes admitting familiarity with a particular situation or activity can invite opinions or criticism. So by pretending to be a newbie, she can sidestep potential scrutiny and maintain control over how others perceive her. Another aspect, the statement, "I have never done this before," often used in a sexual context, is another tactic employed by some to manipulate or flatter their man into feeling like he is taking the lead or teaching something new. This phrase can be misleading, as it suggests inexperience or innocence when the she is actually familiar with the activity in question. In many cases, this statement is used to stroke the ego of the man, making them believe he's introducing something novel or special to the encounter. It plays into societal expectations of male dominance and expertise in sexual matters, reinforcing the idea that the man is the knowledgeable guide in the situation. At number 2, I just finished 2. The statement "I just finished 2" refers to a common lie women may use regarding orgasm during sexual encounters. This lie is often employed due to societal pressures and expectations surrounding female pleasure and male ego. Women have learned, sometimes through observation or cultural messaging, to convincingly claim they've orgasmed, even going as far as to mimic physical signs of climax to satisfy their partners or avoid disappointing them. Let's be blunt. Men often want to believe this lie. There's a pervasive belief that if a woman climaxes at the same time as her partner, it reflects positively on his sexual prowess. It reinforces the idea that he's skilled in bed and capable of satisfying his partner's needs. On the flip side, if a woman doesn't climax or appears less engaged, it can lead to doubts about the man's abilities or create insecurity. This mindset perpetuates a damaging cycle where women feel pressure to validate their partner's ego through deceit, and men measure their worth based on their partner's vocal or physical responses during sex. However, this dynamic overlooks the complexity of female pleasure and the importance of genuine communication and intimacy in sexual relationships. It's crucial to recognize that every person's experience of pleasure is unique and multifaceted. Focusing solely on achieving simultaneous orgasms as a benchmark of sexual success overlooks the vast spectrum of intimacy and connection that can be experienced during lovemaking. Instead of perpetuating this performance-oriented mindset, it's essential for partners to prioritize open and honest communication about desires, boundaries, and pleasure. Both individuals deserve to feel valued and fulfilled in their sexual experiences, without resorting to falsehoods or unrealistic expectations driven by societal myths about sexual prowess and gender roles. Number 3. I'm not looking for anything serious. Let's dive into a common relationship trope. I'm not looking for anything serious. This statement often pops up when a woman wants to steer clear of commitment or feels uncertain about where a relationship is headed. But why does this happen? Let's explore the motivations behind this line. One key reason is the fear of being perceived as too clingy or needy. By claiming to not want anything serious, a woman might be trying to maintain a sense of independence and avoid coming across as overly dependent on the other person. It's a way of setting boundaries and managing expectations without seeming overly vulnerable or attached. Another factor could be genuine uncertainty about the future of the relationship. Maybe she's unsure about her own feelings or where things are headed with her partner. Saying she's not seeking anything serious can buy her time to figure things out without making any promises or commitments. Gentlemen, if you are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to our channel for more videos like this in the future. Your support helps us create and share valuable content. Click the subscribe button below and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest uploads. Thank you for being part of our community. Number 4. Size does not matter. The statement, "size does not matter," is often proclaimed to downplay the significance of penis size in sexual satisfaction. However, let's be honest, size does matter to many individuals, despite the reassurances. The reality is that for some women and men, the size of a partner's penis can impact the physical sensations experienced during intercourse. A larger penis can stimulate more nerve endings and potentially enhance pleasure for both parties involved. This physical reality can't be denied. When a woman feels compelled to assert that size doesn't matter, it could be a defense mechanism or an attempt to prioritize other aspects of intimacy over physical dimensions. However, deep down, she may still have preferences or experiences that contradict this statement. On the flip side, some men interpret a woman's dismissal of size as a lack of honesty or self-awareness, attributing it to a perceived lack of dignity. This perspective reflects harmful stereotypes and misunderstandings about sexual dynamics and personal preferences. It's important to acknowledge that sexual satisfaction is multifaceted and varies greatly from person to person. While penis size can be a factor for some, it's not the sole determinant of sexual pleasure or intimacy. Communication, emotional connection, and mutual respect are equally, if not more important, in fostering fulfilling sexual relationships. Number 5. I didn't see your text or call. Gentlemen, when a woman says, "I didn't see your text or call," it's often a way to dodge a conversation they're not interested in having or don't feel comfortable with. This lie is about taking control of the interaction and avoiding topics that might make them feel vulnerable or exposed. The real reason behind this lie is usually a desire to manipulate the situation. By pretending they didn't see the message or missed the call, they can dictate when and how they engage with you. It's a way of asserting power over the conversation and avoiding topics they'd rather not address. Fear of vulnerability also drives this behavior. Responding to messages or calls can mean confronting emotions, dealing with uncomfortable truths, or showing a side of themselves they'd rather keep hidden. Saying they didn't see the communication allows them to stay guarded and protect themselves from potential emotional discomfort. But using this lie can be hurtful and damaging to relationships. It creates distance and miscommunication, leading to frustration and mistrust. Instead of resorting to deception, it's more respectful and mature to be honest about one's intentions and feelings. Bonus point: I don't eat that much. When a woman says, "I don't eat that much," especially in the context of managing body image or diet, it's often a way to downplay her food intake to maintain a specific appearance or adhere to a desired eating pattern. This lie typically stems from a deep-seated desire to control how she looks and how others perceive her, coupled with a fear of being judged or criticized based on her eating habits. The underlying motive behind this statement is often rooted in societal pressures and personal insecurities. Many women feel immense pressure to conform to certain beauty standards that often glorify thinness or a specific body type. By claiming to eat less than they actually do, they attempt to align with these ideals and project an image of discipline or restraint. Fear of judgment also plays a significant role. There's often a pervasive fear of being scrutinized or shamed for eating habits deemed excessive or unhealthy by societal standards. By minimizing their food consumption, she is trying to avoid unwanted comments criticism, or perceived scrutiny from you. However, it's crucial to acknowledge the potential harm caused by perpetuating this kind of lie. It can contribute to unhealthy relationships with food, promote unrealistic body expectations, and reinforce harmful stereotypes about eating and body image. Honest and open conversations about self-acceptance, body positivity, and balanced nutrition are essential in challenging these damaging norms and fostering healthier attitudes towards food and body image. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.